Hi, welcome to SCW here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave any comments in the comment section. Please like and share the video as well. 10 wrestlers who could be the mystery entrant in the Face of the Revolution ladder match at AEW Revolution this Sunday. It's been AEW Revolution heavy this week on the channel. You've probably already seen my predictions video and who will be the next big mystery signing. Today, let's look at 10 potential people who could be in the ladder match. And let's start with the absolute favourite by many people, myself included, talking about this on the predictions, Ethan Page. Of course, he was a part of Impact Wrestling, a part of the tag team The North. He left the company in January and of course has not been seen or heard from ever since. So this feels like it could be the perfect place for him to come in here at this pay-per-view in a perfect spot as well, because Ethan Page, he would come in as a mid-card guy and I think it would suit quite well in the TNT Championship picture. I think he'd be quite used to working in the ladder match environment as well. I think he could offer quite a lot to this match. So he, for me, is the favourite. But just want to give a quick shout out to another channel we put in the comment section, TNT, who actually predicted Ethan Page and Josh Alexander for the Casino Tag Team Battle Royale that's going to be taking place later on the show. I thought that wasn't a possibility at first, but thinking about it, if they did that and the Forbidden Door was open, Josh Alexander could come over for the show. Therefore, the North could be a tandem. So Ethan Page, although he's a favourite for this match, he could be positioned in another place on the show. So wanted to give a shout out to TNT for that. But other superstars that could be in that spot, perhaps if not, and I said the Forbidden Door already, let's look at Impact Wrestling, shall we? And two superstars I potentially would like to see in there. First off would be none other than Ace Austin. He's inevitable and for me has star written all over him, as does Chris Bay, also from Impact Wrestling. Both in their 20s, both have a long future ahead of them, and I think both of them could be game changers. If you were Impact Wrestling and you're going to send a talent over, for example, for this ladder match, and you want to say, showcase Impact Wrestling, these would be my top two picks. I really think these are two stars in the makings who are going to have big futures in the wrestling industry, not just in Impact Wrestling. So if we are going to see that Forbidden Door open and it's from Impact, these are two that I certainly think could be potentials and I would like to see. But let's look from the New Japan standpoint as well. And of course, two people that are currently in the United States who are actually doing work in Impact Wrestling at the moment. One is Juice Robinson, who I think would be great. No stranger as well. Would love to be involved, I would imagine, in the TNT Championship picture. And of course, his partner, David Finlay, who of course has been working not just with New Japan Pro Wrestling, he's been working with Impact right now, but last year he was a part of the Pure Rules tournament for Ring of Honor. So someone that's no stranger to doing other bookings for other companies. So David Finlay could be a little dark horse that could be involved in this. One other from New Japan I'll give a shout out to as well is Kenta. Now Kenta I think would be a very interesting story because of course he's already been a part of AEW Dynamite. He was a part of that fantastic Falls Count Anywhere match where he was teaming with Kenny Omega against John Moxley and Lance Archer a few weeks ago. Kenta is someone that was going after the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship against John Moxley. Of course, that was a recent New Japan taping. He lost that match. So what a way to come back in and say, well, look, I'm still in the States. I can compete at this Revolution show and I can actually then go and win the TNT Championship. I can go win this ladder match, become the face of TNT. It would be quite cool to see someone from this Forbidden Door to come in and actually try and become the face of TNT. So as much as it may seem all wild cards and fancy speculation, I certainly think some of these, there could be something in here. But going back to some other potentials that it could be, Rob Van Dam is another one I'm going to throw out for you now. And RVD is someone I suggested could be the big mystery signing in a video I made yesterday. Some people suggested to me that actually they think that he's not a big enough name for this spot. But for me, I think he would be. But certainly I think he'd be also someone that would slot in very nicely in the ladder match. Now let's not forget some of the people that have come in these casino matches recently. The latest ones that have come in were Matt Sydal last year and Brian Cage. Of course, both were from Impact Wrestling, where they've been previously. Rob Van Dam was in Impact Wrestling until the end of last summer, perhaps early autumn time. I think he could be a good fit, and I do think as well, Legendary has name value, would be working at that sort of championship level. You don't really see him going for the World Heavyweight Championship. So I think it could be a good fit. So if he's not going to be involved with that, I'd like to see him in this ladder match. Another superstar with a fitting name like that as well was Carlito. Now, of course, Carlito was actually returning to WWE in the Royal Rumble this year. Did an appearance on Monday Night Raw. Doesn't seem to be with the company anymore. I do wonder if Tony Khan perhaps maybe has an inkling that maybe Carlito could add something to their roster. Certainly would be interested to see what he would do if he was brought in. He looked like he could go. I think Carlito still has a lot he could offer, definitely in the best shape of his career. Certainly think he would be an exciting proposition if he was to be brought in to this position here in AEW for this ladder match. Next, my next option will be Dalton Castle. Now, of course, Dalton Castle has been a part of Ring of Honor for many, many years. Of course, had some great battles as well with some of the people that have been involved with AEW, Cody being one of them at Final Battle a few years ago. I think Dalton Castle would be someone that AEW would be interested in. And I do know that he didn't renew his contract with Ring of Honor at the end of last year. Now, I'm not sure what the full situation has been since with Dalton. He is still listed on the Ring of Honor website under their roster at this present moment, but so is Alex Shelley as well. Of course, he's been a part of Impact for the last, few months or so. So I wouldn't necessarily rule this one out. I think it could be a potential that Dalton Castle could be someone that could come in this spot, and I think he would have a lot to prove and a lot to offer to AEW, and I think fans would be perhaps maybe would be unknown at the start of Dalton what he could offer, but I think would see him as an asset in time. So again, I think it'd be a perfect spot for him to come into in this ladder match in this division. Dalton Castle certainly for me would be one to keep an eye out for. Last but not least then, let's have one more name for you. I'm going to go for Ziggy Dice. Now, of course, Ziggy Dice was a part of NWA. Now, NWA has got a show coming at the end of this month, but a few members of that roster have gone on to pastures new. Some actually have been working with AEW, and of course, that would be a great way to promote that show. And as much as you'd love to see someone like Nick Aldis come into that spot, he's their World Heavyweight Champion. He's the one carrying the 10 pounds of gold. So Ziggy Dice would be someone who's been in and around the mid-card, I believe was a television champion as well when things stopped off for NWA last time. I think would be a great person that could come in this position and could actually have a great showing and put NWA back on the map and let people know there's a pay-per-view coming later this year. I think would be a fun mystery entrant, one night only, but certainly could be something that could happen. But as we know, with some of those talents, LA Knight, for example, going to NXT. We've seen other ones go to other places also. I wouldn't be surprised if more talents from NWA were let go. Now, I've done 10 for you. I'm going to do one more because I like to do a bonus for these videos sometimes, just to give a real wild card, real outside bet. And this person isn't actually listed with any company right now, so he would be free and available. Curtis Axel. Now, that's why you can tell why I've left this for the bonus one, because Curtis Axel, for me, he's not signed to anybody, and he's a great in-ring performer. He's got, he's a third-generation superstar. I think he could bring something somewhere to some promotion, whether it's been, as part of this as a ladder match environment, there maybe being someone that's in the mid-card for AEW, maybe someone that could put other talent over. He's a great athlete either way. He deserves an opportunity. I am surprised he is not signed up by any company. So as a last one, as a bonus one, Curtis Axel will be my shout. So that's it. That's the 10 or potentially 11 people who could be the mystery entrants in the Face of the Revolution ladder match at AEW Revolution this Sunday. Have I mentioned your favourite? Let me know in the comments below right now. If I've not mentioned your favourite, who do you think is it going to be? Let me know in the comment section right now. I can't wait to interact with you. Like I say, other AEW videos are available this week. It's been very Revolution heavy this week. In fact, the predictions video, full predictions of all the matches, and as well as that, who is the next major signing for AEW? Of course, the Paul White announcement. Go and check on that video right now as well. But that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great day. You've been watching SCW here on YouTube.